Boston trailing. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Brown, coming off a 31-point game. 6 to shoot. The 11-footer. Kanter controls the rebound and the putback.
This is one of Kanter's strongest attributes. A superb offensive rebounder due to how active he is.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. It's the Hornets. And one of the game's most imposing offensive rebounders. Enes Kanter says his play can have an emotional impact.
Give us an extra position, it's demoralize the opponents. And I think it gives my teammates so much confidence. Tell them, hey, shoot it with confidence. And if you miss him, I'm going to go get it for you.
Brad, you can really sense that passion Kanter brings to the game.
You really can, B.A. I mean, he puts his heart into everything he does on and off the court.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
We've got Book Night. Kelly Oubre out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Ish Smith. And it's the Beast in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
BA, the Boston Celtics last year had the team's worst win percentage in the last 6 seasons. The front office admitted, as constituted, they were not a championship caliber team. Now, for this proud franchise, accustomed to competing deep into the playoffs, the question becomes, how do they get back on top?
Yeah, that's a big one. Good stuff there, Allie. Thanks. Here's the Beast, defended by Dunn, and it's good for 2.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The Celtics with the lead.
And you know, Kelly Oubre, a name that kind of flew under the radar in free agency. Now, he had a down year with the Warriors last season, but still, he was looking for a payday in free agency. They took a short deal with the Hornets to re-up his value.
Back to Smith. Down low. The Beast. Good. He has 6.
That's how you pass the pumpkin. I mean, Smith really keeps his head on the swivel to get that ball over to his open teammate.
And the Celtics called time here. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Oh, my. Talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Your Honeybee.
New lineup here for Charlotte. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Kanter. Jason Tatum comes in for Horford. Richardson's checked in for Smart. And it's... And the first half now in the books. Hornets out in front, up 7. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third... And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. We've seen... Williams finds Brown. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Richardson and Brown, the 2 and the 3. Tatum at 4, while Williams patrols the middle. And it's Schroeder in at the point. The Beast. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Boston has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Williams passes to Schroeder. Now here's Richardson. 5 to shoot. Over Plumlee. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's the Beast, hounded by Tatum. Back to Hayward. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And now it's an 11-point Hornet lead.
You know, he may not be the biggest, most physical guy, but Hayward can score inside with the best of them because he's strong enough and he's really crafty.
And Grant, you were a big wing with skill. That type of player very much in demand in today's game.
Well, I mean, today's NBA is all about versatility. Can you get it done offensively and defensively? Players with size and perimeter skills are very much invaluable to their team.
Charlotte making some changes. Bridges, he's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for Hayward. And it's Oubre in for Rozier. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Canner's checked in for Williams. Horford comes in for Jaylen Brown. Smart's checked in for Richardson. And Pritchard is subbed in for Schroeder.
Well, it's so hard to stop Horford when he's that physical down low. Most defenders have a tough time dealing with him.
Back to Ball. Pass to McDaniels. Here's the Beast. The bank shot, no good. Boston's gone only 1 of 4 from three-point land in the third quarter. Oubre against Smart. Knocks it loose. Oubre with a steal. And it's the Hornets on the break. Good chance here for Ball. Gets some space and parries the jumper. Ball's got 10 points.
Well, you got to love how quick Ball's shot is. Doesn't take a lot of time to get himself squared up.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Tatum. The shot comes out. And Charlotte going the other way now.
Scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Here's the Beast. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Horford. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. Horford's got 5 points now this quarter.
Horford's three-point shooting has really developed. Been an impressive journey for him. He understands the value of being a big guy that can spread the floor by making threes.
They get the rebound.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Here's Tatum. Softly drops in the floater. And now it's just a 4-point Hornet lead.
And it's fun watching Tatum continue to evolve as a scorer. Beautiful touch on that teardrop.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. It's the Hornets up 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And for the Hornets, they're shooting at a respectable 49%. Bridges and Washington are inside. Bouknight out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. That's the Hornets 5. Here's Bouknight. And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
I got the rock from all the boards drop. They saw the rock and tried to walk on. Play fair, give them a clue. Bare feet in the street, no it isn't the shoes. Try stop me, they like me. I found them keys and drop freeze. I'm just a young man. Keep trying to search like I'm jump man. I don't really care about who it is. They wanna see me not shooting it. Black Panther and Royce Wade Puma. See me on the court like okay boomers. I keep saying.
Is there anything that the community requested that you were able to give them in NBA 2K22?
They always request a couple things with shooting. Contests were big. Shot contest, logic, and just interior defense in general. I think they felt that could have used a lot of rework, and they're totally right. It's a system that needed a lot of extension, so we spent a lot of time just making sure that the blocking felt right. You as a defender, if you jump at the right time and you're in the right position, you were rewarded for that. And so that's one of my favorite things about 2K22 is the balance of just offense and defense and contesting shots, open shots versus contested shots. Shooting when you're wide open is a lot easier this year compared to how it was in the past, as shooting contested is a lot harder. So there's a bigger skill gap in terms of shooting, finishing at the rim. Oh man, there's so many things to talk about.
Introducing the starting five for your Orlando Magic. At the small, the other.
And with pregame, just like his dad right next to me. David, thank you very much. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Plumlee out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. And for Orlando, Isaac and Carter are manning the post position. Terrence Ross is out there with Suggs. And it's Wagner in at the 3 slot. And already, Greg, we're seeing Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Robin Lopez is checked in for Wendell Carter. Mohamed Bamba comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Anthony's checked in for Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Suggs. Lopez. Bucket is good.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Bounce pass, Smith. Down low. Here's Bridges. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
Pass to Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Magic.
They deserve a lot of credit for the defense they've played in the paint here early. Contesting shots, blocking shots, just making life difficult on the opposing shooters in general.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been. And thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers. Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Smith against Fultz. "51 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Smith kicks to Bridges. Unloads from 13. No good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And they swept the season series against them last year. They really did have the upper hand. displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game. Stunning vertical from Oubre, putting on a show, shaming the defense.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fultz looking around, just 5 on the clock. Excellent defense there from Smith. And so it's Orlando with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be... And an unlucky history of injuries for Gordon Hayward. And
there's certain times where it's...
The great teams are more sophisticated than ever when it comes to injury prevention.
And training staffs are now expected to anticipate risks. So at times, they'll know before the player does that there's a concern.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. McDaniels is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Bouknight. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's the Beast in at the center position.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Fultz drops in the layup for 2. Fultz has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Well, one of us here knows Cole Anthony quite well. The guy to my side here, Greg, is Dan. Care to share with us a story about your son playing hoops growing up?
Well, I tell you one thing. He's always had that belief, that inner belief in himself and his abilities. And that's something that started early on in his life. And honestly, that's when I knew he had a chance to be a really good player.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Atlanta to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top.
You're going with an almost entirely new group here. Robin Lopez is checked in for Wendell Carter. Bamba comes in for Isaac. Wagner's checked in for Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Anthony. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. The Beast is checked in for Plumlee. Miles Bridges comes in for Gordon Hayward. Oubre is checked in for Bouknight. And it's Rozier in for Ball. Rozier finds Oubre. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Here's the Beast. He's got 5. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
That one good for 2. Lopez has got 6 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Rozier, here we go. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
This is Rozier at his most dangerous, using his agility to completely outwit.
And here's Fultz. 6 points for him. Out to the right wing. That will count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
That's just the wide reach of Oubre. I mean, it helps him on defense. That length, he's just being an absolute pest out there.
And so it's Orlando out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first. Anthony comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Fulton for Suggs. And then for Charlotte, the Beast, he's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for P.J. Washington. And Bouknight comes in for Terry Rozier. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Ross against Hayward. Ross kicks to Carter. Rebound by the Beast.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The post bearing Wagner along with Carter. Markelle Fultz out there with Anthony. And it's Ross in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs, Green, and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
Passes it to Bouknight. Back to Ball. Charlotte moving it around. Here's the Beast. Rebound by the Magic. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Now the pass to Ross. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Pass to Bouknight. Here's the Beast, guarded by Fultz. No good from the Beast. Orlando leading by 18. To the inside. Wagner passes to Ross. And stolen by Hayward. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And the shot is good. The Beast's got 7 points in the game.
The floor awareness is what I love. I mean, I love how Ball scans the floor and he finds open guys.
35 seconds left in the third. Wagner kicks to Fultz. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. It's a 16-point game.
He struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Here's Anthony. The shot will not fall. Now here's Bouknight. And so it's Orlando in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their defense at... And 1 quarter. Checked in for the Magic. Ross comes in for Markelle Fultz. The Hornets also changing it up. Mason Plumlee's checked in for P.J. Washington. The Beast comes in for Bridges. And Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Kelly Oubre. That's good from Carter.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
And the Hornets call time here. They're up by 2. 56 seconds left in the game.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
The Magic shooting 47%, pretty solid. On the floor for Charlotte. Out in the wings for them, Rozier and Hayward. Beast out there with Plumlee, and it's Ball in at the point guard. And it's Wagner missing.
for a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner. Yes! Love to see Rozier take charge. Man, this man is fearless.
Can't waste any time here.
You're right. They desperately need a bucket in every second now. Oh, that's the guy to go to. Everything's frenetic.
And the Hornets call time here. They're up by 4. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go now. We are the best fans in the NBA. Let's get wild.
29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his fifth personal foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking.
At the line for the Hornets.
And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're down by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth.
All right, look who's coming out of the fourth. Come on and get loud for your 407.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Orlando's coach talk to his team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. We're going to win this game. We have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Hey, guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You see the promise LaMelo Ball has. I mean, already a triple-double threat and rebounds and so well at that position.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
They get what they want out of that trip. Now a 2-possession game.
Fultz, the bounce pass. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over now.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those 5 seconds away.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier, that's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe. With a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. Now, you could put this one in the books.
The Magic again can't hit.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in Norman.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
So it's the Hornets picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris.
Now I'm hearing MP went to his GM, Harvey left.
I understand that, Toby, but I think...
I can just come back another
This
time.
will just take a second.
I got the rock from all the boards drop. They saw the rock and tried to walk on. Play fair, give them a clue. Bare feet in the street, no, it isn't the shoes. Try stop me, they lock me. I found them keys and drop freeze. I'm just a young man. Keep trying to search like I'm John Man. I don't really care about who would piss. They want to see me start shooting it. Black Panther and low suede Pumas. See me in the court like okay boomers. I keep singing. I can't find it. So I keep looking. So I keep looking. We keep singing. I can't find it. So I keep pushing. So I keep pushing. singing.
Cameras on us like Cassian. Click. Let them run up there and have the hand. Holes in the game with the ball and sin. They feel the mood in the street. They see they move when I speak. They see what I do on my peak. Dream team, I do it on my sleep. Whoa. Back to reality, back to the ball. Mamba mentality. If you need me to score, just give me the ball. What I do when I call belongs in the gallery. Yo, miss a shot you don't take. Yo, be the boss, you don't wait. We beat the yard. 80,000 years beyond the paint.
Now keep singing. I can't find the line. So I keep looking. So I keep looking. We keep singing. I can't find the line. So I keep pushing. So I keep pushing. Now keep singing.
Yo, miss a shot you don't take. Yo, miss a shot you don't take. Yo, miss a shot you don't take.
So let me shoot that. I've been doing that. You've been doing this. We've been doing it tough. That's love. That's what. That's love. That's what.
My place, my home, my veins, ice cold.
I've been doing that. You've been doing this. We've been doing it tough.
My place, my home, my veins, ice cold. I've been doing what I want. They been doing what they told.
Push it. Now keep singing.